Hospital. We put your heart at the center of everything we do. Our cardiac program is one of the most elaborate in the region, offering services for both children and adults. The specialist heart clinic is fully equipped to diagnose and treat a variety of cardiovascular and heart diseases.
We have specialized tests like echocardiogram, diagnostic catheterization. We also have support of the radiology department. We're able to do CT scans of the heart and of the lungs and pulmonary arteries, and all these help us come to get a diagnosis.
Our cardiology unit combines expert care with the latest technology to detect, treat, and prevent heart disease.
We'll remain true that indeed the patient matters to Mater Hospital.
Mater Misericordia Hospital. Excellence in care every step of the way.
Hello there, and a very warm welcome to you all. You are right on time for the Catholic Focus News Briefs, where faith meets facts. I'm Sasha Elizabeth, joined in sign language interpretation by Eric Maluki. Stay tuned as we bring you stories that matter, from leadership and youth action to education, safety, and community empowerment. Let's dive right in. First up, a wake-up call for voters as campaigns kick into gear. With the 2027 general election just around the corner, Kiambu Deputy Governor Rosemary Kirika has sent a blunt message to voters, and I quote, "Stop choosing candidates based on cash handouts and start voting for competence and integrity." Here's Rapalo Gifted, who starts us off this bulletin.
At AIPCK Church in Gatunguri Village, Gatundu North, Deputy Governor Rosemary Kirika criticized Kenya's money-driven politics, warning that electing leaders based on personal wealth and handouts undermine development and entrenches poor governance.
As we prepare to elect our leaders, I want to guide our voters that there is one very crucial question they are supposed to be asking themselves when they are deciding on the leaders they want to put in place. And the question is, what is the source of power for this leader? For example, every leader has authority and power based on their position. For example, I'm a deputy governor. That is why I'm being given this opportunity to speak to you. Because there is some kind of authority that comes with that position. But beyond position or power, what else can I deliver?
Kirika urged voters to scrutinize candidates' track records, professional skills and moral standings rather than being swayed away by flash campaigns and voter buying.
Can you elect me because I'm an expert in a certain area? Can you elect me because I have information concerning how governments are run? Can you elect me based on my character and my values and virtues? Electorates, would you deny someone who has very good character, someone who is an expert in governance, would you deny them a chance of leadership because he does not have money or she does not have money? Shall we deny someone good an opportunity to lead based on the gender? These are the hard questions that we are supposed to be asking ourselves.
She also challenged the media to set up civic education and hold candidates accountable, calling on journalists to expose leaders who use cash to mask incompetence.
And I ask all the patriotic stakeholders of this nation to consider these issues. I ask the media to take these issues up and guide us as we prepare for the coming general election.
Kirika also warned that the entrenched voter buying culture has locked out many competent leaders from meaningful participation, leaving Kenyans trapped in cycles of poor governance. As Kenya slowly approaches the 2027 polls, Kirika's message is clear. Voter must move beyond money politics and prioritize competence, integrity and accountability. Reporting for Catholic Focus, my name is Gifted Rapalo.
And right now, Kenyans face a critical choice: elect wallets or elect brains. The choice squarely rests on you, but of course, we all stand to suffer the consequences. Now, from ballots to bills, youth leaders in Kakamega County are turning up the heat on Parliament, urging lawmakers to fast-track the tobacco control bill. They argue that stronger laws are critical to curbing rising tobacco abuse and its devastating health and social costs. Njagi Ndenya reports.
A section of youth in Kakamega County are calling on members of the National Assembly to urgently pass the tobacco control bill, arguing it will rein in rampant tobacco use and stem-related illnesses including cancer.
We have the tobacco control bill in the parliament, and I'm seeing there's a lot of tobacco industry maybe interference. So what I would love the legislators to do, please pass that bill, because the industry is killing our youth, it is killing our mothers, and it is also killing even our elders. So we have a lot of burden in regards to cancer. So let's please, all of us, join hands and fight this pandemic, which is cancer.
Speaking at a public forum, youth from the Social Liberation and Health Promotion Network, led by Chairperson Jacqueline Mbone Juma, raised alarm over what they term growing interference by tobacco manufacturing companies, which they say has fueled increased consumption. The youth warn the trend is driving a surge in lifestyle-related diseases and undermining public health gains. They also challenged their peers to take an active role in health advocacy and champion a clean, healthy environment.
So I would also like to urge my fellow youth, let's always be like a role model wherever you are. In your family, in your community, play a key role. Let's always build our nation. Let's always promote health in all matters, be it socially, be it on climate justice. Let's always have to promote our health. And for our other leaders, always be there to support youth, because We find that youth, we have ideas, but we don't have that somebody whom we can share those ideas with and get that real support. Please support our fellow youth so that we can always grow together.
Their call was echoed by the national chairperson of the Kenya Tobacco Control and Health Alliance, Joel Gitali, who emphasized sustained public education and strict regulation, adding that tobacco control must be led by the Ministry of Health, not politicians.
Tunasisitiza ya kwamba jambo hilo liendelee kuongozwa na Wizara ya Afya chini ya Waziri Duale, na sio vile tunavyoona ya kwamba Katibu Mkuu Raymond anazungumzia mambo haya na hata kukutana na makampuni ya tobacco na kumuingiza hata rais ndani. Ni kinyume cha sheria. Kwa hivyo jambo hili lazima tuliangalie vizuri ya kwamba mtu asifanye mambo ambayo ni kinyume cha sheria na hata kutuletea fedheha kimataifa, huku tukifikiri ya kwamba anachangia jambo hili kwa njia nzuri. Hilo ni jambo ambalo hatutakubali, kwa sababu Wizara ya Afya ndiyo inayohusika haswa na mambo yanayohusiana na udhibiti wa tumbako katika nchi yetu, na hakuna lile ambalo linastahili kuongelewa pasipokuwa na uongozi wa Wizara ya Afya.
As the process of appointing the Tobacco Control Board continues, stakeholders are urging the inclusion of individuals with proven experience and commitment to combating drug and substance abuse.
Ni lazima bodi ambayo inabuniwa iwe na watu ambao wameteuliwa vilivyo, na Wizara ya Afya iangalie, ihakikishe ya kwamba wale wote ambao wanastahili kuleta watu fulani, kuwachagua watu hawa ambao wanaletwa pale ili kuwa kwa bodi hiyo, wanafanya kazi ambayo inastahili. Hakuna ufisadi, hakuna mambo ambayo yatarudisha nyuma maendeleo ambayo tunastahili kuwa nayo katika sekta hii, na liwe ni jambo ambalo litaangaliwa na kila mmoja wetu.
Njagindenya, Capuchin TV.
The National Housing Corporation, NHC, has partnered with Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology to construct a modern lecture hall complex valued at 90 million shillings in a move aimed at boosting learning infrastructure and embracing innovative building technologies. The new complex is expected to significantly ease classroom congestion and provide a more conducive learning environment for students, while also showcasing the adoption of sustainable and innovative building methods. Officials from both institutions say the project will not only expand academic capacity, but also serve as a model for modern construction in the higher education sector. Construction is set to begin immediately, with the complex projected to be completed within 4 months, highlighting NHC's commitment to timely delivery of education-focused infrastructure.
National Housing Corporation coming to partner with us to build for us a modern set of prefabs. Why we are doing this is that from the year 2021-2022, God has blessed us with a very high number of students joining this university. For example, when I joined here the year 2021, at a time like now when they are doing exams, you could only have 9,500 students doing exam. But this is 2025, and by the grace of God, the number of students sitting for the exams right now is 23,000 in this university. And there are very many reasons why this is happening, because of the prudent leadership of our very own council, management and Senate. And of course, that beautiful program that the President has done for us, of affordable school fees, you may call it that way. But when it comes to classrooms, we do not have enough. So we decided to partner with the National Housing Corporation to build a modern state-of-art prefabs. This is not new in the world. It happens in America. It happens, for example, if you go to Europe, most of the houses are built that way. But we are talking of modern state-of-art. So they are going to build structures at the end of the day within 3 to 4 months, where we will have an extra classroom for 1,700 students. and we are going to spend a maximum of 90 million Kenya shillings.
Today we are very delighted to be here at Masinde Muliro University of Science and Technology to sign an agreement of partnership towards assisting them to put together modern state-of-art infrastructure in form of classrooms and also lecture theatres. As you may know, National Housing Corporation is the state agency of the government of Kenya that is responsible for matters housing and implementation of government programs and policies that are related to housing. And therefore, within our strategic plan, the role of research and innovation and supporting institutional development, for example, what the university is doing here, is at the core of our strategic plan of 2023-2027. We all know that His Excellency is implementing a very robust program when it comes to accommodation or housing. And NHC, in our strategic plan, we have made a commitment that we shall do 110,000 housing units.
And them to know, like you have heard them saying, this is a cost-effective approach. And he has said that we've used them in Changamwe and other projects, but the universities had not used it. And we are thinking that because of the rapid growth, and even you guys in the media, you are seeing what is going on. You know, the numbers are increasing, but we have not been able to increase the facilities. When we went to University of Nairobi ourselves, we were accommodated there. And it's very pathetic that now students have to go and find their own places of living. It's actually inhuman. So this will help in speedy implementation, just like MD has said. Instead of taking a whole year, that's 12 months, we expect to finish in 4 months. And I'm hoping that we'll be able to do more out of this. There was an issue
Welcome back to the Catholic Focus News. Now, tragedy and fear continue to grip parts of Taita Taveta County following another deadly elephant attack. A resident of Sagala Ward has been killed in Zogwani area just days after the burial of another victim of human-wildlife conflict. The latest incident has reignited safety concerns among communities living near Tsavo National Park, with residents now demanding urgent action from the Kenya Wildlife Service and other authorities. Gabriel Makoma tells us more.
Grief, fear and anger have engulfed Sagala Ward in Taita Taveta County after another life was lost in an elephant attack in Zongwani area. The latest incident comes barely days after residents buried another victim, deepening anxiety among families who say they are now living in constant fear as elephants continue to stray from Tsavo National Park into villages, farmlands and school roads.
Ninasikitika manake KWS wamefanya hii kwa tabia yao. Kitu kwamba mimi naweza sema pale pomefikia sahihi. Ndugu yangu Njue, nataka likufikie hili na najua pale alipo anaangalia live. Ndugu yangu Njue, director, nataka kuambia kwamba hizi ndovu tulikwambia Wednesday ni mwisho, imerudi sasa, imeua tena. Sasa hapa dawa ni moja tu. Dawa ni kujitetea sonye vile ndugu zangu wengine wamesema. Na hii KWS askari wako hapa. Kufikia Tuesday, kufikia kesho ama kesho kutwa, tunaenda kuwaondoa pale kwa social hall. Pale wanalala wakifanya starehe, wakinywa pombe zao na starehe zao pale. Waingie bwana Njue, tafuta tents. Watu wako kesho wanaondoka pale.
Wananchi wana ghadhabu kubwa sana na wanahitaji iwapo itawezekana, kwanza kabisa wale KWS wamewekwa pale kwa hall waondolewe pale, wakae park na ndovu zao, kwa sababu kwa wao imekuwa ni hakuna msaada wote. Pili, viongozi ambao tunatarajia wao watachukua jukumu la kuhakikisha kwamba wanasukuma ili mambo yafanyike na hizi ndovu ziondoke hapa, wao ndo wamezembea kabisa. Sasa hivi tumepoteza tangu asubuhi na hatujaona kiongozi yote hapa, si MCA, si mbunge, si gavana, wote hakuna hata mmoja ambaye anachukua hatua yote kuona kwamba mwananchi anapata haki ama anasaidika.
Wiki mbili zilizopita wananchi walipiga kamsa na wakasema ya kwamba ile ndovu ambayo inasumbua wananchi, ambayo iliua mwananchi kule maeneo ya Rahasi na akazikwa, wakasema ya kwamba wanataka kuona hatua imechukuliwa. Lakini mpaka leo wiki mbili baadaye tumepata tena mwingine ameuliwa na ndovu usiku. Hakuna hatua yoyote imechukuliwa. Na tulisema ile ndovu ambayo inazunguka peke yake ikiwa inaua wanadamu.
Residents are now calling on the Kenya Wildlife Service and local leaders to take immediate action and decisive action, warning that within the last 48 hours, 2 people have lost their lives in Sagala and Kasihau areas in Taita Taveta County. Gabriel Mokoma, Sagala, Taita Taveta.
In Taita Taveta, and we hope that the government through the Kenya Wildlife Service will act swiftly to put an end to the existing human-wildlife conflict and safeguard both people and wild animals. Elsewhere, residents of Emali town in Makueni County turned out in large numbers to back a signature collection exercise organized by the Free Kenya movement. The initiative aims to gather 1 million signatures in a bid to launch a referendum on constitutional reforms and promote accountable, citizen-focused governance. Our reporter Susan Bulemi has more.
In a show of civic engagement, Emali residents joined the Free Kenya movement to support a signature collection drive, a critical step towards initiating a referendum on constitutional reforms.
Kwa hivyo tumesema tunaenda kutoka kwenye maandamano tuingie kwenye majadiliano, ndio sababu tuko hapa tukikusanya sahihi 1,000,000 ili tukaweze kupendua mfumo wa kutaka matakwa yetu yaweze kutekelezwa.
The movement also called on young people to register as voters and participate fully in upcoming elections, while urging the government to ease the cost of living by reducing prices on essential commodities.
E-signature collection is about the issue of commodities, and more especially we are creating awareness for the youths to pick voters' cards because of the economy we are having. Today we are suffering because of the economy we are having today. So we have to come together.
The exercise reflects growing public interest in governance reforms as citizens seek greater participation in how their counties and the nation are managed.
We know that the president of Kenya has been lying to Kenyans that he will win with 3 million votes. This is a lie. He has been tipped, he has been informed by the NIS that he is going to lose terribly. And that's why he has sent his MPs to our villages to reconcile with us. We are saying that we are not going to forget what happened in 2024. We are not going to forget what happened in 2025. We will not forget all the martyrs who were brutally murdered by the police under the orders of the president. And now we are seeing some MPs trying to defend the president just to who the voters. We will sort that out on ballot. And the president of Kenya, who is now Ruto, he will lose by more than 5 million votes. For you cannot kill us and continue ruling us.
The movement says it hopes the referendum and increased voter participation will drive reforms and ensure government accountability while giving citizens a direct say in shaping policies that affect their daily lives.
Tunaangazia ya kwanza ni ushuru, ya pili tunasema tulete serikali ya mwananchi, people's government. Na hii serikali ya mwananchi tuliisikuja kuisoma hapa wakati ya Governor Kivuta Kibwana mwaka 2020. Tukaja hapa Makueni County tukafanya benchmarking. Tukaona kwamba serikali ya mwananchi inasaidia wananchi kuchunga vile serikali yao inaendeshwa. Na ndiposa tunataka hii serikali ya mwananchi ya Makueni County tuipeleke katika kila kona ya Kenya. Tuwe na people's government. Ndio tuweze kufanya sufficient public participation. Wakati serikali inakuja kufanya maendeleo, nyinyi ndio mnaamua ni maendeleo gani mnahitaji hapa Makueni, hapa Emali, na mnapanga jinsi mnataka hiyo maendeleo ifanywe, kisha serikali inakuja kusikiza sauti yenu. Ni kweli.
As the signature collection exercise continues across Emali, the Free Kenya movement urges all residents to participate actively, signaling a growing push for constitutional reforms and citizen-driven governance. Reporting for the Catholic Focus, Capuchin TV, I'm Susan Bulemi.
Still on matters, petitions and courts, Mumias East MP Peter Salasya has lauded the Court of Appeal for overturning a High Court ruling that declared the National Government Constituency Development Fund and GCDF unconstitutional and ordering its suspension. Speaking at a training program for border riders, the lawmaker noted that the fund has enabled children from poor families to access education, improved classroom infrastructure in schools, and supported other development initiatives across constituencies.
Mambo ya CDF tunataka tushukuru the courts ya kwamba CDF is now a constitutional fund. Na ni kwa sababu hii CDF is the only money ambayo haina wages mingi katika the entire nation of Kenya. Because we knew when Kibaki devolved this money is when Kenya ilianza kuona mwangaza. Ndio watu walikataa kuanza sasa mambo ya harambee katika mashule ilisimamishwa. Ndio tumeona mashule za magorofa zikijengwa, ndio tumeona watoto wakisomeshwa, ndio tumeona saa hizi mashule zinanunuliwa mabuses, tumeona chiefs offices, police posts zinajengwa na mambo mengi ambayo iko coordinated na mambo ya CDF ama national government. And I want to thank the courts for telling the Kenyans ama for saying ya kwamba ama kutoa ile judgment ya kwamba CDF is now a constitutional fund. Na hii ndio tunataka tuombe, kwa sababu wa Kenya wako na testimony mingi about the functioning of this CDF fund. We want this CDF fund itoke from 1% to 10% of the national government revenues ama ile income ya national government, ili ya kwamba mambo ya maendeleo ifike katika kila kona ya nchi ya Kenya bila mapendeleo, bila kuona kwamba huyu ako katika serikali ama hayuko katika serikali. Na hiyo ndio itafanya nchi yetu ya Kenya ikuwe Singapore ambayo wanataka iende. Lakini tukiendelea ya kwamba wale wengine wenye wako katika serikali ndio wanapata maendeleo, Kenya cannot go forward. Na sisi tunajua mambo ya CDF iko na accountability mingi sana, all the way from the Office of the Auditor General, from the internal auditors of the CDF board and other organizations zingine zinaangalia mambo ya CDF.
Let's now shift the Catholic focus on matters health. The Kenya Union of Clinical Officers, KUCO, has strongly condemned what it terms as attacks and misinformation against health workers by sections of the media. Led by Chairperson Peterson Washira and Secretary George Gibore, the union cited an incident reported in Bomet County, emphasizing that such allegations should be handled professionally through thorough investigations and in accordance with the law. Speaking at the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga National Teaching and Referral Hospital in Kisumu, KUCO leaders said they are ready to work with the county governments and other stakeholders to improve healthcare service delivery.
I think we are profiling healthcare workers, even for a negative thing that is not there. If you take it word by word what they are reporting, then you are wrong. Until you do your investigation, and this I take it to the media, that you're profiling that facility, you're profiling the county, you're profiling the individual. So I think I need to say that's not professionalism, and we will be able to consult what need to be taken. But we want specific media that carried out this story, and to the extent of arresting a person who has not been arrested. And even I talked to the OCS. And they also say they never even went for this person because even before, because you must prove that, because this is a criminal process. If you report, you are given a P3. If you get a P3, you go to the medics. The medics feel what was the finding. So this was never done. Even the P3 that they were given, they returned it to the police without any documentation. We are professional. We are focused to do our work professionally. But if there is anything that warrant any suspicion, we need to investigate before we blow it out of a question.
In the procedure of the labor relations, where the union is able to engage with the administration of the facility to ensure that the welfare of the workers is going on well, this is usually the initial step, signing a recognition agreement, and now this gives us a legal standing to be able to engage as an employer and the representative of an employee, which is the union, on matters welfare of our people.
That's all for today's Catholic Focus News Briefs. From calls for thoughtful voting to youth-led reforms and urgent community alerts, one thing remains clear, that your voice, your actions and your choices truly shape the future. I'm Asash Elizabeth signing off with Eric Maluki on Sign Language Desk. And on behalf of everyone who made this possible, we say thank you, stay informed, stay inspired, and until next time, keep the faith at the heart of every story.
Keep watching Capuchin TV, your staunchly Catholic identity channel.